Hi there, and welcome back, everybody. So today I'm going to be telling a little bit of a short story that happened to me yesterday. It's kind of funny and a little ridiculous, so I hope you guys like this one. So yesterday morning, I woke up, the birds were chirping, the sun was in my eyes, and I thought to myself, you know what? This is going to be a pretty great day. And I'll tell you, I was not disappointed. I woke up around 11 a.m. My friend Marcus calls me. He's like, hey, dude, you want to go get some food? Now, usually I'd say no if it was this early, but since I usually don't go out of the house and I felt like, you know what, we can just hang out, it could be fun. I said yeah. He showed up in like literally 5 minutes. I don't know how close he was to my house. We get in the car, we go to pick up my friend Nyan, and then we're on our way to the food place, which is actually called Huey Magoo's. It's like this chicken place. It's really, really good. So that's where the whole story kind of kicks off. Though I will mention in the car over to this chicken place, Nyan sat in the back seat with me and he pretty much said, I have a feeling that we're going to get into a car accident today and I'll die. Now that was really dark and bizarre. And it's, even if you think, okay, that's ridiculous, you don't want to hear that. So it's like, okay, whatever. So we get to the place and that's going to be kind of important for later. So we go to eat, the first 10, 15 minutes that we're there, it's pretty normal. And then some dude wearing a green hoodie and a red shirt, looks like he was popped up on pills before he walked into this restaurant. He goes, hey, do you guys own the black Nissan? So I wasn't driving, nor was Nyan, nor was Marcus. There was another person with us who was. We're going to call him Quantavius. Now, I don't know him that well, so I'm not going to give him his actual name because I'm not sure if he'd actually like his name in the video or not. So yeah, Quantavius is going to be him for this entire video. And if any other story happens, then we're going to refer to him as Quantavius still. So that's his name for this channel now. So anyway, with that being said, Quantavius speaks up. He's like, yeah, that's me. I'm the one who drives the car. And apparently the dude called one of those officers who comes to like inspect accidents. So for example, if one car hits another one and if they have to pay for the damages and stuff, that's the kind of person that they'd call. Yeah, this guy called that guy. So I'm thinking, okay, it's got to be something serious if he called somebody like that, right? Because usually when people get called, it's a big thing. So we walk outside together. Even some of the people who are working at the Huey Magoo's rad come outside because they're just curious. I guess it piqued their curiosity as well. So they were asking what's going on, and we didn't really know, but Quantavius did. Apparently when he was getting out of the car, when we were going inside, he accidentally tapped the car to his left with his driver's door, and he said that it was like just barely a tap. And he didn't see anything on the car doors, so he just went inside and, went about their business. And he said all of this when the officer came up to us pretty much asking what happened. And this was the first any of us were hearing it besides Quantavius because he's the one who did it. And the dude's like, okay, well, that's interesting. I didn't really see much. Like, it's not like there's anything there, really. I can't really notice it. It's not a big deal. I don't know why he called me. You could literally give him $10 and it'd be over, but there's not really much of a case here because it's barely noticeable. The guy walks away to go talk to the other guy and tell us exactly what he just told us, and Quantavius is fuming. The dude is hella triggered. He looks like he just wants to pummel the other guy into the ground, which was absolutely hilarious. Because let's be honest here, like if it was that non-noticeable, I don't really know why he felt the need to call somebody. Apparently it's his mom's car. So Mr. Green Hoodie Man was driving his mom's car with his kid in the car. I forgot to mention that the guy went to go get food and he left his kid in the car. So parenting 101, everybody. Anyway, yeah, I don't know why he was so mad about it. Like, you couldn't even see it. We all walked up to it. Even the people who worked there, when they came outside, walked up to it with us, and they didn't see anything. And they were all talking about how it was ridiculous. Like, there was no point to call that and, make this whole situation out of it, because you can't even see it. Like, I'm assuming his mother wouldn't notice it, but apparently this Giga Chad noticed it and thought he'd get justice. So like I said, Quantavius is pretty triggered. We're laughing about it. We think it's funny, but he doesn't, and I don't really blame him because the dude was being really, really weird about it. And like I said, when the guy came in the store or the restaurant, he looked like he was drugged up to the max. Like, homie looked like he was out of this world. So after the officer decides to leave, we're all standing there, and Quantavius doesn't have to do anything. He doesn't have to pay him or anything because, like I said, it was so minuscule. There's not even a case there. The guy gets in his car, he backs up, and he drives really close to us, and he's, like, in the middle of, like, this road in the parking lot. And he's talking to Quantavius. He wasn't even looking at him because he said that if he does, he's just going to knock him out. So he's just staring at the ground right in front of us and not even looking at the dude, just responding. And the guy's like, hey, man, you're a big guy. You got to be more careful, which, number one, I mean, nobody really wants to hear that. And he says he's being childish because he's not looking at him, whatever. I didn't hear the rest, but apparently he called us punk kids and said he'd run all of us over if he had his car with him. Now, I didn't hear this because I was behind Marcus, and Marcus was like the closest to the guy, so I didn't hear him say all this. And then he drove off. And Marcus and Nine, being the people that they are, they waved at him and said, bye, have a good day. So that was interesting. I do wish I heard him, though, because that would have been funny to just shit-talk this guy in front of his kid. Because the dude was obviously bluffing. Like, there was, like, what, 4 of us and one of him and his child. Like, he wasn't going to do anything. We just got rid of the officer. Dude would have been in handcuffs, and that would have been absolutely hilarious to talk about on YouTube. But unfortunately, the dude drove away before I can hear what he said, which sucks. And the only reason I know he said that stuff is because Marcus heard all of it and then said it in the car. And then as we were driving off, Quantavius spots the dude on the road and just straight up cuts him off. Cuts him off right in front. And I guess he said he felt satisfied after that. And that's pretty much where this story ends. So not much happens to me that's like not boring. So I thought I'd share one thing that happened, which was actually kind of funny. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. This is usually different than my other content. I don't really upload stories. I would if more stuff would happen to me, but my life is boring. I don't know. So yeah, I love all of you guys. Have a good day. And, bye.